Sheryl Sandberg back in the news. You remember her, the COO of Facebook, in a bit of a mess again. Lean In, that's the name of her book about working women. It's also the name of a nonprofit that aims to fulfill some of the goals of the book, including equality in the workplace. And the other day, there was this job posting for an intern position for Lean In, an unpaid position. Well, first we were told it was to be a volunteer, but things seem to be changing. Let's talk to Kristen Prinz. She's a business attorney who runs the Prinz Law Firm. What did you react? How did you feel when you first heard this?
I felt like as long as they're abiding by the law and it truly is a volunteer position, it's fine. I mean, it's a not-for-profit.
But it is not a volunteer position. This person's doing work.
Well, non-for-profits and public entities are actually exempt from the Fair Labor Standards Act, which is the law that requires that businesses pay their employees at least minimum wage.
So that's where the conflict is that the person was, in fact, doing volunteer work and not getting paid, no matter, even if that person knew that going in.
Right. Well, the conflict, I think, in part came from the fact that Ms. Sandberg had just recently sold a huge amount of stock and made, I think, approximately $91 million. And to see that her foundation is going to hire an unpaid intern, the reaction is more political than based in law.
Okay, so it's not a technical violation of the law. It's legitimately taking advantage of that exemption, which covers what, religious issues?
Religious entities, charitable organizations, and public entities. But private, for-profit entities can also take advantage of free interns if they meet certain additional requirements.
It's kind of confusing. Do you typically hear of people talking about how interns are being used in such a public way?
Probably I hear it more so than other people hear it because of my job, but in the media you don't see this as a common issue. And I think this really highlights the criticism that's on Ms. Sandberg as a woman, because you don't see male COOs or CEOs being criticized for their charitable organizations taking advantage of an exemption. It's actually pretty reasonable for a business or a charitable organization to take advantage of something like this where you can get volunteer time.
The double standard, it still exists.
Yes, it does.
Kristen Prinz, thanks so much.
Thank you, Bill.